everyone out there in the world of Cyberville. This is DIECAST NORBZ Galactic Hooligan, and today I'm actually going to come at you with a third-party review. It's actually like something that I've been dying to get into my collection, and finally I actually have one, and it's been sorely missed. Even though I have a version of it, he's actually kind of like a character that I think wasn't really well represented in the Hasbro version of it, and so I actually had to go third party finally, and I'm so happy I did. So meet MechFansToys or Mechanic Studios Rocke, or Rocke, if you're actually like using the English translation and everything. He is awesome. He's actually he will actually be my gears in the Legends here, in the Legends part of my collection and everything. So almost all my mini bots are actually finished off and everything like that, but I actually had to have this guy, and I'm actually glad I did. So welcome to my review. I hope you enjoy, and if you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. And I would oh yeah, and also hit the notification bell. I almost forgot about that. And welcome to my show. I can't wait to show this guy to you. He's great. So I'm going to tell you, like, when I actually remembered that this guy actually existed, I was actually super excited because I actually saw him on Cardboard Bots and on Lazy Eyebrows reviews and everything, and I actually looked and scoured everywhere to find one, everywhere I tell you, and the only place that I was actually able to find these guys were actually over on AliExpress. So I actually decided to get me what is he? He's MechFansToys and Mechanic Studios Rocke, or Rocke, and he's actually kind of like their answer to Hasbro's line of Legends Transformers and everything. And this is actually Gears, and I love this guy so much. This little guy makes me so happy. You know, like, every time I actually think of Gears and everything like that, like, the one that they actually bought us from Hasbro really didn't make the cut at all or anything like that. I'm actually going to give you a comparison between both of them individually and everything, because both of them were actually, I mean, this guy's actually okay, you know, for what he is and everything, but this guy actually just looks like he actually steps right out of the bleeding anime, you know? Now, this guy actually came along with a few things. He actually came along with this booklet right over here. This was actually an unboxed item, and I didn't want to get the boxed item or anything like that, only because I was actually saving on a bit of shipping and everything like that. But in here, this is really brilliant. I really love the fact that these instructions are actually so on key with what he actually does and everything, you know? I'm giving you a little bit of a spoiler and everything like that, but really simple. I'm actually contemplating getting this swerve and everything also, but I'm still trying to figure out if I actually really should get that swerve and everything, only because I actually have this Legends guy for him and everything like that. I kind of feel like it's actually cool to actually have them as different vehicles altogether. Now, you've noticed my X-Acto knife over here, and that's because they actually came with a few accessories. He actually comes with that instruction booklet. He actually comes with this great pad of a great sticker sheet of Autobot insignias here and everything, and I actually put one right over here, but they didn't actually really come that pre-cut, so I actually had to use the old X-Acto knife to actually kind of get in here and gut it out and everything like that, which kind of haphazardly got put on here and everything. I may because I'm no good at this, and I may just I'm an artist, I'm no good at cutting out things like this or anything like that, so I may just order the repro label and everything all together for this and another sticker that I'm actually gonna have. And I actually also ordered the MechFansToys Huffer and Pipes and everything, because I really need those, because they actually came out to look amazing. And so this is this, and these also came with a couple of other accessories. So you actually have the Autobot insignias. You also have like a couple of other little pistols and everything like that that came along with him also. And we'll actually show that off in the review also. And if you're actually wondering about scale, he actually really scales pretty well. Like, I'm actually just gonna give you a quick comparison to him and like say Cliff Jumper over here. Now this Cliff Jumper and this, I mean, look at that. That's really beautiful scaling right there, you know? I couldn't ask for anything more in a Legends figure. Like, I'm actually gonna bring in Windcharger also. And Windcharger actually kind of like scales off a little bit more smaller, you know? He's actually pretty much the smallest one of this group and everything like that. I really can't wait for the Legend scale Bumblebee to actually come out, or the Deluxe Bumblebee to actually come out, like kind of compare them, and like also to like finish off my mini bot selection and everything like that too, because we actually had the Bumblebee there, and I really didn't like that Bumblebee at all or anything like that. I thought it was actually like less Bumblebee than anything else, you know? It's cute, but like that's pretty much it. But there we go. I just also want to like go further into comparison, and if you're actually wondering how he actually scales with like other deluxes, let's bring in Sideswipe over here. That's really not bad, and I'm only bringing Sideswipe because I don't really know if there's actually going to be like more done to Sideswipe for like the deluxe version and everything like that when they actually do bring it in here from Earthrise. So, but they look great together. I really love this. And further scaling, let's bring in a little bit of Optimus Prime action here. So like I'm just gonna bring him in with a full trailer. There we go. And really, they all look great together, you know? Just remove this, and there we go. And that's really good. There we go. And he looks amazing alongside Optimus and Cliff Jumper. You know, I really, really love this figure so much. He's actually so solid. He's a solid bot, and I can't wait to like actually get him into transformation so you can actually see how much more solid this guy actually is, you know? So there we go. And because I was actually introduced to this in Cardboard Bots video, you notice these guys actually kind of look like the Easter Island statues and everything. Now you've seen it, now you cannot unsee it. So there we go. I'm going to take you into transformation, and then I will actually show you like of his robot goodness. I really love this figure. He's actually amazing. So there we go, and I will be right back. Alright, transforming Gears here is actually really as simple as can actually be. And you know, he actually has like a lot of visible head syndrome and everything just because of the way he transforms, but you can actually pretty much guess exactly how he's actually going to transform just by looking underneath. So all you want to do is right underneath here, there are a couple of clipping points right over on his hips that you just want to remove. Then you actually just kind of want to gingerly just kind of like snap this open, because like what actually happens is that these two pieces actually go over his hands. Whoops. These pieces right over here go right over his hands right over here by the door well. And all you want to do is just like take that off. Also, there's like a peg right underneath here that actually goes into his feet to secure it even more. So when you actually get this guy is actually more than secure and everything when you actually transform him and everything, which is actually really nice. So you just want to uncurl his legs over by the knees. You want to bring his arms out and down again on the other side. And it really isn't that hard, but for some reason he's actually being stubborn with me. There we go. Then you just want to bring his whole entire waist section down just like that. That's actually really great. I love that engineering, but what I love more is that these legs right over here, all you're actually doing is this, tilting the tire inwards and putting it on the inside of his calves right over here. And you actually want to do the same thing on the other side. And that is beautiful engineering. It's actually really simple, beautifully done. And there you go. And once you finish transforming him, you actually have a Legends Gears that is more than extraordinary. I can't wait to show you more about this bot. I'm going to take you back over to stage A, and we'll continue the review. And here he is, Legend. Now, this is MechFansToys' Gears, and this guy is so great. I love this guy. There is nothing that more than like just Gears, you know. Like, look at him. Yeah, like he actually looks like he actually stepped right off of the anime, you know. Like, he's really great. A solid looking bot, you know. Let me give you a quick 360 here. And there's a reason why I wasn't able to put like an Autobot symbol right over here. The sticker sheet that they actually gave us didn't actually have like a small enough one that actually comes over here. So repro labels to the rescue. And I'm actually hoping I'm probably like being able to replace this one also, although it's actually starting to grow on me a little bit more. But like you know, like he is really extraordinary. I'm going to give you a quick look as compared to him, comparing him to what we actually got from Hasbro. Like, Hasbro's version is okay, you know? And I was actually kind of like getting him only because I actually thought that I wouldn't have actually gotten a Gears that actually matched up to what I actually saw in the animation and everything like that years ago. But in a way, it's kind of like they actually lost like the feel of Gears and this and everything, you know, because like they actually did give us a head, but he actually kind of looks like really sad more than anything else. And they didn't actually really capture quite the amazing expressionistic way that he actually is supposed to look. He's actually supposed to look like he's actually angry more than sad, you know what I mean? And that's actually one of the great things about this figure. I love this guy, like the attention to detail, and it's actually not even like a lot of heightened detail. Like they put like a lot more detail into this than they actually did into this guy. But he looks like he's actually kind of like alive, you know? I can't really quite explain it. He just looks like he actually has like a lot of life to him, you know? For movement, he actually has a 360 over here on his shoulder and everything like that. He actually has a ball joint right in there, and he can actually come kind of like go in and out. He actually has a swivel right over here by the bicep. He actually has 90 degrees over here on his elbow. He actually has no waist articulation or anything like that, just based on this, so nothing at the waist, but he actually can kick out. It's actually inhibited by this little piece right over here, but he kicks out like this, back like this. He can actually kind of like almost do a roundhouse. It's not perfect, you know, it's not perfect by any means, but he actually still can do some pretty good moves. He actually has like a turn right over here by his upper thigh. He actually has a better turn over here, and I'm actually thinking that it might be because of like it's not even paint, it's probably just because of like the plastic that's actually used over here and everything. So he actually has like almost I would actually kind of like say 30 degrees over at the knees and everything, you know. And that's actually done on like a double joint right over here. But if you actually really needed to actually give him like more of a bend, you can actually do that just by moving the like the side panel right over here and his tires. So, you know, you're not really missing out for anything. And his head actually turns. And in transformation, when he's in vehicle mode, you should actually kind of like put it forward and everything like that, so you can actually kind of like go along with the grooves. But if you actually have it in robot mode, he actually does kind of like come with a, you know, it slides slightly forward. I don't know exactly if that was actually intended, so he can actually have like a little bit more distance from his neck, or from his, I don't know, wannabe neck over to his chest and everything. But in a way, I kind of feel it actually does look better when you actually give him a little bit more distance, you know? So there we go. And he actually really plays nicely with others. Oh wait, but first let me give you a quick look into his weaponry. He actually has this little pistol right over here. Now, there's a reason why there's like the paint over here is actually kind of like chipped and everything, and I'll tell you why in just a second. He actually comes with this, another little pistol and everything like that that you can actually put into his hands. So he can actually double wield like a badass, you know? Oh, there's another thing that I actually forgot to show you. Gears actually comes along with like a whole bunch of other accessories. Like, let me show you. He actually came with this little Diaclone dude, and we all know that, of course, we actually all know that, like, that Transformers actually came from Diaclone and from Micro Machine, right? Right? So they actually gave this in, and also these two little pistols and everything like that. You could actually use them with Gears, of course, but this guy actually kind of like unfurls, I guess it's like kind of a transformation, into this little bot. And this guy is actually really, really cool. Once you actually get him like all unfurled, he's great. I don't have like another little Diaclone guy right with me right now, but you can actually put like a little Diaclone figure right in here and everything like that, and kind of like suit him up. And he's great, you know. He actually has like so many points of articulation. He actually has like this whole entire universal joint right over here. He can actually go backwards on a backwards butterfly. He actually has like a bicep swivel over here. He actually has like a turn by his elbow. Yeah, that's what you call that part. He actually has like a universal joint right over here by his hip. He can actually kind of like go all the way out. He has dorsiflexion. You know, this guy actually is really cool. He's actually like a great addition. And not only that, but you can also like add these little weapons onto him and everything like that also. And that's actually very cool. So like for this whole entire set, you're actually getting a whole lot of playability and play value and everything like that. And that's actually very cool. Now on these guns, you can actually kind of like wedge them into his hand. Sorry about that, guys. You're gonna wedge them in. Now the reason why the paint is actually chipping on this is because there's a really tight fit going in here. So if you actually don't want to like do what I'm actually doing and try to like bring that weapon like all the way into his hand like that, you know, you don't necessarily have to. But the black gun is actually like almost a little bit better, only because of the fact that you can actually like just like wedge it in and you don't have to worry about the paint. I'm not exactly sure about plastic wear or anything like that as far as the fraying of the plastic is actually concerned and everything like that. But but you know, it is what it is. You know, you could actually have them go off on adventures together and everything like that. It's actually very cool. Like I love the fact that you can actually do this, and also in auto mode, you can actually also put this on the top of his roof, you know, for more playability and more action and everything like that. So he's actually really cool, and I love the fact that he's actually like, you know, he's actually got like all of this. His head actually gets in the way of his movement of his shoulders, but it's really not bad. Now I'm just gonna bring you in. I'm just gonna like bring in a few of his friends here. Here he goes with Cliff Jumper. There we go. And really, these guys look so amazing together, you know? Like, you know, like Cliff Jumper actually doesn't have like an Autobot symbol on him either or anything like that, but that could actually be remedied. I'm trying to figure out if I should actually like just get like a dual, if I should still like put like a repro label over here and everything like that. And he'll actually have dual symbols on his auto mode and everything like that, but it's what it is, you know? So there we go. I'm gonna bring him in here with Sideswipe here. So we'll get more into what they actually look like together and everything like that. So that's actually pretty nice, you know? Also, Wind Charger. There we go. And Optimus Prime. So there we go. And like he actually scales well with each and every one of these guys, you know? And let's bring in the Diaclone guy here for shits and giggles, you know? We'll actually call him Spike for now. But like, look at this. I love the fact that he actually scales so well and in tune with like all his buddies here and everything like that. And it's just really just like a welcome piece, you know? I love this guy so much. You know, I really can't wait to like actually get like the eventual other guys and everything like that, to get Huffer and Pipes, you know? Because like those two will actually absolutely complete my Minibot collection. I'm also kind of like looking at Cosmos, because like I hear that there's like a Magic Square guy that's actually out there that will probably be better than the one that I actually have already and everything like that. So we'll see, you know. As far as that's actually concerned, I'm not sure if I'm actually going to be going too quite crazy, because I still like the Legends version and everything like that, but like in a way I kind of still want to have my little fat guy and everything like that in there also and everything like that, you know. So like there we go. But I love this guy. I highly recommend him. If you actually do find him, he really isn't that great. He really isn't that costly or anything like that. I actually got this from AliExpress, and yeah, there we go. I'm actually gonna like finish off my review, and thanks for joining me. And now with this, my mini bots are complete. Almost. You know, Gears is wonderful. I really love the way this guy came out. So, as I actually await my eventual huffer and pipes, I shall actually be putting this guy right in here where he actually belongs. And he looks great alongside everyone else here. I am actually super stoked that he actually came along, and I really, really highly recommend him. Am I getting my own camera okay? Yeah. Anyway, I'm actually really, really happy that you were able to join me on this ceremonial occasion of mine. And again, thanks again for joining me. You could have actually been wasting your time with like everybody, with like anyone else, and I'm actually really happy that you actually came to join me. So again, this is DIECAST NORBZ, Galactic Hooligan, and I will actually catch you soon. And remember, when these stop being magical, that's when I'll stop collecting. Also, the Galactic Hooligan still says that the most gangster thing that you can actually do is being kind to each and every person out there. Be kind, play it forward, and make sure that you actually like treat everyone with love and respect till all are one. I'll definitely talk to you soon.